All right, folks. So we are here for a choreo cycle class. You will need a stationary bike of some sort for this ride. I will be using a stages bike, which means I have this silver lever and this blue knob. But know that if you have any sort of stationary bike, this class will totally work for you as well. Just whenever I cue using the lever, it's just a dramatic resistance addition. So whatever that means for your bike of sorts, just crank up your resistance to increase your power there. I will use the screen a bit as well, but know that it is totally not necessary. It's just a nice little tool, a good addition there. And then we will do a couple weight songs. So if you do have weights, do have them by your side, a nice light weight, something 2s, 3s, maybe 5s. And if you don't have weights, you can totally do the weights without weights, or using water bottles or any sort of something to add a little bit of resistance. But of course, this is your class. Make it yours and do what you gotta do for what's best in your body. Okay, so I will be starting our playlist here in just a minute. Let's see. All right, in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. So we're starting off right around 95 to 100 RPM. This is a rhythm-based ride. That means we will be riding to the beat here for the next 50 minutes. So if you're with me on a stages bike, your lever is all the way to the left. Your resistance is nice and light, just adding on a couple turns here with your blue knob. Just make sure you do have some resistance on the wheel at all times. Enough to keep you safe, to feel stable and grounded here as we ride. And if you'd like to use your screen today, go ahead and turn it on. If you're on the stages bike, we press that bottom middle button, your stage button, a couple times. Press it enough times so you have numbers down both your left and right hand side of the screen. That's how you know you are recording it. And once you found this beat, it's right around 95 to 100 RPM. Take it 1, 2. And then reach on down to your blue knob, start to crank it on up here. Find that sweet spot where keeping this beat feels nice and mindless. Hand positions I'll be cueing throughout our class here. 1 is this bump in the middle, 2 is that wide at your base, 3 is at the end of your bars with hips up out of the saddle. So we'll start here sitting up nice and tall, shoulders up over your hips, always the option to close your eyes. Start to just roll your shoulders up and down your back, or take any other free movements here that your body is craving. Reverse your roll, take it forward. This can be small, this can be big. Maybe you take up some space here. Next inhale, arms come up, out and up overhead. Find any grip or really step your fingers up at the top. Inhale, roll. Exhale, bring it right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hands come on down to 2. Take a moment to roll your shoulders up and down your back. Nice soft shoulders, soften your elbows here. And without even thinking, reach on down to your blue knob, add on just a touch more of resistance, yes. And just feel it. Just cruise, here we go. Maybe you close your eyes here. Settling onto your body, noting what it feels like to be you here in this moment. And take a moment here to set your intention for your ride. I invite you to share this intention with me of community. Feels a bit ironic as we are probably working out alone in our homes right now. But through this time, it is our community that keeps us moving here. Thinking less about ourselves and more about doing what is right to our city, our state, our world. And even though maybe it feels a little lonely here at times, know that you are not riding alone in this class or throughout the outside world. So go ahead and reach on down to your blue knob. Let's start to crank it on up. Add on a bit of resistance. Your beat starts to slow as we come into our second song. 75 RPM is where we meet. Just start to find the speed. Take it right and left. And if you're feeling strong and stable, take it up to 3. Hands nice and light at the end of your bars. You should be able to wiggle out your finger. Grip is light. Booty is back in space over the saddle. Shoulders are nice and soft. Relax down your back. Yes. Take a nice deep inhale. And as that beat drops, we'll get into some rhythm presses here. Add your press. Take it down, up. Elbow straight down in space. Find your bounce. And just the right side press. Press it right. 3. Dip it left. Yep. Keep it going. Take it right. And drop it left. 1 right, 1 left. Yep. That's it. That's it. 4, 3. Hold it center. Just cruise. Whew. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Reach on down. Let's add on some resistance, folks. Let's get it going. Find that beat. Add the rhythm press. Take it down, up. All right, folks, this time when that beat drops, we'll hold the arms long. We'll take it to a couple sprints here. Slow down your press. Find a little more control. A little more length, strong core. All right, folks, on my cue, hold it center. Push past this beat. Yes, running it out. If legs go past 85, reach on down, add on a bit more resistance here. In 3, 2, back on beat. Just cruise. 8. Second sprint coming up. 4, 3, hold it center. Run it out. 8. Yes, start to pick up your leg speed. And back on beat. Shake it out. 1 more of those. In 3, 2, hold it center. Run it strong. Yes. Last 4 counts here. 4, 3, and back on beat. Whew. Reach on down. Adjust a little, touch up. Here we go. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, yes. All right, folks, let's commit to this practice. Commit to these 50 minutes, our cardio effort. And have a seat. Third song here. Picking up the pace just a touch here. 80, 85 RPM. So go ahead, fine tune your resistance, find that sweet spot. Let this become nice and mindless, nice and cruisy here. So folks, our set today, we're going 3 by 3 minutes. That's gonna be our focus. All 3 of them will be in the saddle. Somewhere between, this is our slowest, 80, 85. The next 2 will be closer to 100 RPM. We'll break it on up with some added choreography. So you're not just on your own here. We're working through it together. But if you're zeroing out your screen, go ahead and do that now. Pressing your bottom middle button, that stages button a couple times. And so time and distance go to 0. Once you've done that, you've entered into a new stage. So now that right side, that's gonna be your average just for this time trial. Let's lock it in. Take it 1, 2. Now we're focusing on the top right number. That's gonna be your average watts for this stage for this 3-minute time trial. So those watts aren't quite where you want them to be. Reach on down to your blue knob. Add on a touch more of resistance here. Know that this is a 3-minute solid effort. I'll lock it in. Engage with this power, yes. Folks, this is where you set yourself up for a successful class here. Pushing your limits early, and then using that to push yourself through this 15-minute class. So if you're craving more, reach on down. Let's add on a touch more resistance. Watch those watts creep up just a little higher. I'll cue us through a few jumps here. So if you're with me, take it up to 3, give me 8, 7, yep. Weight stays back, core strong. Have a seat, just 8. We'll speed those up. 4 counts up this time, take it up. 3, have a seat, just 4. Keep it going. Landing nice and light on your palms. So it's your core strength as you lift and lower. Take it up. Drop it down. One more of those, walk it up. And just cruise right here. All right, folks, one more minute here, one more minute. Let's make our third and final minute our strongest here in this first time trial. So maybe you add on a touch more resistance. You find that sweet spot, working just a little bit harder. Showing yourself you're just a little bit stronger than you thought. We'll close out with one last set of jumps. As always, you take it or leave it. But if you're with me, make sure you have enough resistance to feel stable, to feel grounded. Let's take it up. Give me 8, 7, yep. Hands light, core strong. Have a seat. We'll shorten those up, tighten them up. Let's take it up, 4 counts here. Take it up. Have a seat, yep, 4. One more, take it up. Have a seat. Up 2, down 2, take it up. 2, down, yep. 2 more, last 2. To the end, all the way, yep. Have a seat. All right, folks, we'll slow it on down right around 60 RPM. And we'll be queuing water breaks throughout our ride, but as always, take them as you see fit. Listen to your bodies here. Beat slows down right around 60 RPM. And lever center, here we go. Folks, we'll get into a little bit of a hill action here. And then after this song, we go into our first leg break, we go into weights. Take it up to 3, here we go. That's it. Maybe you add on a bit of resistance here, making it just a little bit heavier. Work on into this hill. We're playing with the lever, we'll play with our some speed changes. So first one, lever goes right, keep the speed. Yes, nice and heavy here. That's it. Crank it out, hurry through it. We have 10 more seconds here, then we'll drop it into the saddle. We take the lever all the way to the left. We go for some speed, cruise down this hill. Here we go. Work it out. Find your push, find your pull. Just a little bit longer up this climb. Maybe a little bit longer than I just cued. 4 more right here, just 4. In 3. Have a seat, lever left, let's fly. Pick up. All right, folks, start to pick up your speed here. If legs are going past 120, I urge you to add on a bit more resistance. Make sure your upper bodies feel stable, feels grounded, feels nice and secure here. We're focusing on just pushing on the pedals, not just pulling up here. Use your bike to channel it on board. 5 seconds, breathe through it. Just 4. Here we go, give me 3. We slow it down in 2. And slow it down, lever back to center. Whew. 60 RPM. When you're ready, take it up to 3. Sway it up. Just breathe, just breathe. Add in the hips. Walk it back, 1 revolution. Walk it back, take it up, booty back, and tall. So maybe this is small, maybe this is big, just lengthening on out. Arms stay long, just a soft bend in your elbows here. Shoulders soft and relaxed. Walk it back, take it up, that's it. And hold it center, the lever goes right. 8, 7, yes. Fire it up. And 4. Lever back to center. We'll go one more of those, then we'll take it into the saddle, then we'll find our speed. In 4. Lever goes right. We crank. Push into this, yes. As it gets steep, as it gets sticky, you still fire it up, find that drive. 5 seconds, we drop it into the saddle. In 4. Have a seat, lever left, let's fly. Control it, nice and powerful here. You push and you pull. Breathe through it, yes. Pick it up just a touch more, find a little more strength. Stay with it. 5 seconds, just 4. Here we go, in 3, find a little more, fire it up. For 2. We slow it down. All right, folks, we've broken up our weights today. We got 2 sets of weights, only about 2 to 3 minutes each. So when you're ready, go ahead, locate your weights. We'll sit up nice and tall. Arms come out and up to 90 degrees here, so goalpost position. Weights are stacked over your elbows, hands in line with your shoulders. Just find a little lift here. A little lift, a little lift. You can always stay seated on your bike or come down to standing. As long as shoulders are stacked over your hips, you're nice and tall here. Little lift, a little lift. Little lift. We'll close open in front. Take it in and out. Start to fire up your deltoids here. Elbows in nice and tight, core is strong. Keeping weight stacked over your elbows the entire time, even as you close and open. Out wide to the ceiling. Take it up and out. Take a lift and lower. Nice, smooth movements here. Still staying engaged in your core. Now, if you're seated on your bike, you can always keep the legs moving or stop them at any time. Let's hold at 90, little lifts right here, little lifts. But what I care about is your spine stays long and tall. Your core stays engaged, you find some height. We'll turn the palms down and up, a little lower and left. Still nice and smooth, nice and controlled. 4 more right here, just 4. In 3, we hold it down. In 2, hold this one down. We press it out long, serve it out and pull. Serve it long and pull. Elbows pull back out wide, squeeze your shoulder blades tight. You have just 4. In 3, we hold it out. Hold this one out, palms turn up and down, turn it up and down, turn it up. 2 more, and 2. We hold the palms up, bicep curl, elbows high. Pull it in and out. Elbows stay nice and still in space, keeping your core engaged, avoiding tendencies to lean back, but keeping shoulders stacked up over your hips as you lengthen. Folks, we have just 20 seconds left with these weights. Pull it in and out. Let's go. In 2, we hold it long, just a little serve. This is it. Control it and start to go out wide. Breathe on into it, lengthen on out. Core is strong. You have 8, 7. Maybe you close your eyes, soften your jaw. Everything else relaxes. We focus on here, on the weights, on the arms with a long core. For 3, in 2, and 1. Place down your weight, shake it on out. Woo. And folks, we'll bring it on back into the legs. So 60, 65 RPM is where we meet. Let's get into some hill action here. 60, 65 RPM, lever goes to the center. Start to work on into this hill. So folks, one song of working up this hill. Stay with it here. Bringing it back into the legs. Bringing it back to our cardio effort. Then reach on down to your blue knob. Let's crank it up a little more. Find it, yep. Take it up to 3. Then reach on down. Let's crank it up a little more. Yes, fire up this hill. Folks, we're staying in the hill this whole song here. But it's short. It's just about a couple more minutes here. We'll play with the lever. There'll be opportunities to make it heavier. Opportunities where it's also going to get lighter. First one, nice and heavy. Lever right. Give me 8. Yes. Crank. That's it, that's it. Breathe through it. Stay on the speed. And lever center. Shake it out, reset. Second one, lever right. 7, yep, 6. That's it, that's it. And 4. And lever center, woo. 2 more, 2 more. And 4, and 3. Lever right, we crank. Fight to stay on this beat. If you're not working, reach up and add on resistance. Lever center. One more, one more. And 4. Lever goes to the right. Give me 8. Yup. Stay with it. Stay with me. Last 4. And 3. Lever left, have a seat. Woo. 60, 65. We stay on the speed. That's it. Take a moment to recover. And when you're ready to get back into it, lever center, take it up to 3 right here. All right, folks, one more set. Yes, this hill flies by. We're looking at just about 90 seconds or less here. So first, just lock in the speed. Just cruise it. Just cruise right here. Let's make the second set a little stronger. Reach on out, touch up your resistance just a touch. Max it on out while you keep it nice and heavy here. And 4. Lever right. We crank. Crank. Yup. That's it. 8. 6. And 4. Lever center. Shake it out. Shake it out. Ooh. Deep inhale. Exhale. Lever right. Find it. Yes. You push and pull for 4, 3, and lever center. Recovery is coming up after this, folks, so stay with me just about 40 seconds. And lever goes right. Crank it. Here we go. And 4. Lever center. One more, folks. One more to the end. And 4. And 3. Lever right. Nice and heavy. Nice and powerful. Push and pull. It's steep here. And keep it heavy. Have a seat. You have it. 8, 7. Yes, crank it. Last 4. Last 3, 2. And lever left. All right, folks, we'll take it to a bit of recovery here. Lever is left 85 to 90 RPM when this beat comes in. So what's coming up next here? We have this song, and then we'll focus on our second of those 3 3-minute time trials. So if you'd like to keep this one a little bit lighter, treat it as a bit more of recovery. You keep it lighter. If you're craving more, add on a bit more resistance here. Knowing what's coming next after that 3-minute time trial that comes after this, we will go into our second set of weights. So you will have a leg break after that one there. So once you've locked in the speed, let's tap our resistance just a touch more. I'll be coming up out of the saddle here in just a minute. Always optional. But if you're with me, let's take it up, take it up. Now if you feel your hips falling forward, think about a little more core engagement to keep your booty back in space. Maybe you add on a touch more resistance here as well. Now, if you're ever feeling uneasy being out of the saddle, I'd much rather you be in the saddle here. You can get just as strong of a workout. And if you're still out, if you're still lifted, 5 seconds, we're back in the saddle. And 3, 2, have a seat, just cruise it. One more set, 2 more sets out of the saddle total. We'll take us to the end. Second one, take it up, take it 1, 2. If you're at a numb, hips back, 1 rep, walk it back, up, lengthen back, up. Core engage even as legs move quick. 3, 2, have a seat, just cruise it. Woo. Folks, 1 more minute here. So maybe you tap up your resistance just a little more. Or push through it. With control here. Core is strong. Breathe through it, yes. If you're with me, take it up, yep. And if you're feeling stable, if you're feeling like added on, hips back, one rep, walk it back, up, lengthen back, up, yep. Hold it center, 8. 4, 3. Have a seat to the end. This is it. Last 4 seconds here. And we slow it on down. All right, folks, so we have a second of our three-minute time trials, and then that late break is here. We'll get into our second set of weights. So when you're ready, zero in on out your screens. Our fastest of our 3 time trials here. It's right around 105 to 110 RPM. So first you find that beat. If you haven't already zeroed out your screen, go ahead and do so here. 3 minutes starts now. Let's go. So again, we're focused on the top right number, your average watts for this stage. Let's give you your average watts for this time trial. Your goal is to get them as high or higher than you did on that first time trial that we did a few songs back at the beginning of class. So get to that spot, that sweet spot. Maybe you adjust the resistance here a bit so that beat is mindless, you're just cruising. Hands go to 1, curl back slow, curl it back, head up, and give me curl. And left, squeeze your core, lengthen, round in your spine. 4 more slow here, exhale, inhale, squeeze it back, lengthen tall, 2 more. Hold it center, just right. Reach on down without even thinking. Tap up that resistance. So let's go right through. Just feel this beat. Yep. Read it out. Read it strong right here. Yep. Second set of core coming up in just about 10 seconds. That's it. Hands go up to 1. Right shoulder and to the right. Let's go. Dip it right or right. Lengthen down your left oblique for 4. And just the left side. We dip hip left. Yep. One right, 1 left. Lengthen out. This is subtle. This is small. Just a little lengthening down your oblique, down your side abdominals. Let's go. 4 more sets here. Just 4. And hold it center and just cruise. Yep. Push it up, push it up. Folks, we got less than 1 minute, just about 40 seconds here. Without even thinking, tap it up a little more and fight to stay on this beat. The last 30 seconds, we cruise. Fight forward here. That leg break is coming up quick. Soften in the shoulders. Soften in the jaw. Staying committed to this cardio challenge. Staying committed to your drive. All the way, all the way. Yep. Lock it in. All the way through. Last 3. Last 2. And we slow it on down. Woo. All right, friends, nice, easy pedaling here. Take the lever to center or right if you're staying in your saddle for the weights. And we'll get on into our second set of weights here. We'll take both weights into our right hand. I recommend, or we'll stop the legs here and just find your bicep curl. Go curl and lower. If two weights ever feels like too much, always an option to just go down to one here. Really keeping your elbows still in space, finding this lift, finding this lower, nice controlled movement, long and tall. Let's go, just 4, just 3, and 2. We hold at 90, just a little lift. Palms turns face in, upper body starts to hinge forward, stopping your legs if you haven't already. Find a row and release, so row it high and low. If you're feeling stable, option to come up so your hips are stacked up over your saddle, finding a bit of lift. Wherever you can find the most length, a long spine here. Breathe through it. We hold the elbow high, little lift, and 8. Moving on and getting into your triceps, and 4. Elbow stays high, tricep kick back. So kick it back and lower, lengthen back and lower. Find a bit of height as you lift up. Elbows stay still in space, avoiding the swing, avoid momentum, control it. Just 4 more. We get into our opposite side, we get to our left arm. And 3, and 2. Shoulders up over your hips, weights into your left hand, palms faces up towards the ceiling. Elbow stays locked in by your side body, shoulders soft down your back. We take it curl and lower. Use your breath here, really exhale to engage, find that position, and inhale to reset here. Exhale, inhale, yes. We hold this one at 90, just a little lift, palms turn face in, upper body hinges forward, option to lift your hips, find a narrow row, left arm lowers and elbow high, lower down, and lift, squeezing your elbow in by your side body. So you find this height, you find this squeeze, activate here. And avoid tendency to open up your shoulders and hips, but keeping hips and shoulders squared off towards the ground. 4, and 3, we hold it high. Hold this one high, a little lift, little lift, little lift. Now elbow stays high in space, tricep kick back and lower, take it up and down, lengthen back and lower. Breathe through it. Just 4 more here. Just 4, and 3, and 2, and have a seat. Shake it on out. All right, folks, last bit of work here. We have 3 songs, and then we'll cool it on down. So going straight on into a climb. We'll take the lever to center. We meet right around 55 to 60 RPM. And then reach on down to your blue knob, start to crank it up a little bit more. We'll start light, we'll work on into this climb. So folks, 2 times through, we're just gonna be adding on resistance here. Lever stays to the center, we're just using our resistance knob to creep it up to make it a little bit steeper. But our challenge here is to stay on this beat for the entire climb. To let the beat carry you forward, maybe you close your eyes, soften on it. First time, tap it up. There we go. Getting on into our climb here. We have 90 seconds and then that resistance comes off. So as your mind wanders on out, bring it back to this space, bring it back to your body. This is just you. 15 seconds, we'll take it up out of the saddle. Commit to your push, commit to your pull. With these climbs, it's awfully tempting to keep that resistance light. Reach on down, tap it up. Take it up to 3. Here we go. Now legs are pushing past the speed. You crank up your resistance here. Our challenge is getting our watts through the roof, even with a slow beat. So you use your strength, your intention to keep that power up, to keep that resistance heavy, to keep you working on through it. Here we go. Last push is set. Reach down, tap it up, little more, little more. Yes. 10 seconds, fight for it. This should be heavy, you're barely hanging on. Just barely catching that beat. Last 4 right here, just 4, and 3, Have a seat, take off a full turn here. Whew. Take what you need to recover. We'll get into our second set, round two of our climb. In just about 15 seconds here. So soften everything else on it, softening your shoulders down your back, softening your jaw, softening your face that carries so much unnecessary tension. And let's create a bar resistance, folks. Let's start to get after it here. Yes, nice and heavy, nice and strong. Take it up to 3. Let's go. We crank. Appreciate this moment of just you getting into your body, finding this challenge. Reach on down, tap it up a little more, let's go. Coming back to your intention. Coming back to your drive. So if you share that intention of community with me, making our community stronger here, making yourself stronger as we push through this climb. All right, folks, we're coming up on our last 30 seconds here. So your choice, either you add on resistance, stay lifted, or have a seat, let's climb, crank it up. Find your push, find your pull to stay on that beat. We fight for it. That's it. 10 seconds. Just soften. Just 4, 2, and lever go flat, strip off that resistance, yes. All right, folks, so just like the last set, we'll treat this one as a bit of a recovery, and then last time we focus in on our third and final of those time trials. So if you'd like to keep this one a little bit lighter, always the option to do so, or if you're craving more, you turn it on up, but it's right around 70, 75 RPM. And we'll take the lever to center, but fine tune with your glute knob. I just want to make sure everyone does have some resistance on their wheel to feel nice and stable here. I'll be coming up out of the saddle here in just a moment, always optional. But if you're with me, once you found that beat, let's take it up to 3. Let's go. That's it. Yep. Core is strong, booty back, soft shoulders. Let's add a rhythm press. Take it down, up. Here we go. Adding on. A one press, a one tap. Like take it down, up and back. Yep. Hold it center, just cruise. Reach on down. Tap it up a little more. Yep. That's it. And lever to the right. Give me 8, 7. Yep. 4. A lever center. Breathe through it. Fight to stay on this beat, even through this added resistance. And lever right. Folks, these are short. Just something to keep you finding your powerful legs. A lever center here. Just one more of those. And lever right. Give me 8. 4. The lever center, just cruise. Lock it in. All right, folks, lever stay in center the rest of this track. So if you're craving more, add on resistance. 1 more minute here. Add the press, take it down, up. That's it. Adding on. A one press, a one tap. Let's go. Down, up, and back. Yep. The double up, 2 of each. We take it down. 2, tap it back. Core stay strong between these movements. Stay with that length. Take it down. 2, tap it back. Yep. Last set, last set. And hold it center to the end. Last 4. Just 3, 2. Have a seat, have a seat. All right, folks, we've made it to our finish line. One last push here. So in just about 30 seconds, I'll cue us zeroing out our screen. This last song is 100 RPM, so we'll drop the lever to the left and fine tune with your glute knob. Take a moment here to recover, and we'll get into it. So folks, take a moment here to come back to your intention, not drive. This is where we start to bail out. Yes, that last song. But this is where we push through fatigue, we gain strength. So instead of taking that easy route, find that drive. Let's start to creep up our resistance knob and zero out your screen. 3 minutes, let's go. Yup. Find that beat, find that beat. Top right number once you zero out your screen. As high or higher than in those first 2 pushes. Maybe you add on a bit more resistance to get there. First sprint, push past this beat. Give me 8, 7, yep, 6. Fighting to push past this beat. 4, and 3, and 2. We're back on beat, we cruising. All right, folks, 2 more, 2 more. Deep inhale. Exhale, push past this beat, just 8. Yes, write it out, write it strong. And 4, and 3, and 2. We're back on beat. One more this set, stay with me. And 4, and 3. Push past this beat, pick it up, pick it up. And legs are going past 120. Add on resistance here. You find power with resistance. Last 4, 3. And back on beat. Take about a half turn off. Woo. All right, folks. We're looking at just over a minute here. Just about 75 seconds. And just like that, we're pulling it down. So when you're ready to get back into this, add that half turn back on that you just took off. Lock in this beat. You know where we're headed. Just a couple sprints. Just a couple additional pushes. Then we cool it down. So whatever you need in this moment, maybe a couple deep inhales and exhales. Maybe a nice positive motivating thought here. Find it. And add on a touch more resistance. Let's close it out stronger than that first half. We take off in 5 seconds. Right it through. Staying soft in the upper body. Staying soft in the face. And 3, 2. Pick it up. Give me 8. Yep. Just 4. And 3. And 2. We're back on beat. Red strong. Red is strong. Folks, you know where we're going. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. Deep inhale. Exhale. Pick it up. Let's go. Write it out. Yes. Prove it to yourself. Here we go. And 4. And 3. And 2. We're back on beat. Last one, folks. Let's make this one the strongest. That top left number gets higher than it's been this entire ride. Here we go. And 3, 2. Pick it up to the end right here. Yep. Show yourself that you can still push through this. You are finding your own personal strength to stay committed here. Here we go. And 3, 2. And one. Woo. We'll slow down the legs. Nice and easy. Just keep the legs moving nice and easy. And soften on down. Maybe you stay with hands at 2. Maybe you come upright. And just keeping your legs moving. So important is to take this time to let our bodies naturally slow on down, to let the heart rate naturally slow down. So rather than locking up, resisting that urge to just step off, but staying committed to your body, lengthen on out to your body a favor here. And when you're ready, shoulders up over your hips. Roll your shoulders up and down your back. Woo. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Reverse your roll. Next inhale, arms come out and up overhead, lengthen up tall. Interlace your fingers, press your palms on up towards the ceiling, lengthen up. And exhale, arms come down in front of you, rounding your spine, hollow on out. Next inhale, arms come back up overhead, nice and tall. And exhale, hands down to 3, hips up high. Swaying out your hips, maybe stopping anywhere that feels especially sticky. Always the option to keep your legs moving if that's your preferred method of cool down. But if you're ready to stop the legs and move on in towards static stretching, we'll stop the feet at 3 and 9 o'clock. Hips pull back in space, upper body melts on down. Really pressing down with your heels to lengthen through your calves as you soften in the upper body. Let it go. Deep inhale. Exhale, melt. Next inhale, we'll bring the hips forward, chest up nice and tall. Think upward dogging your chest to really press to grow, to find new space between your vertebrae. Inhale. And exhale, we'll switch out the legs, hips pull back, upper body softens on down. Really pulling your hips back in space to find a hamstring stretch, while pressing down with your heels to find your calf stretch as well. With each exhale, softening a little deeper, letting a little more go. And on your next inhale, we'll bring hips forward, chest up nice and tall. Lengthen up tall, press down with your heels. Your full backside stretch, your head down, your back down, your legs here. And on your next exhale, we'll step off the bike. You can press down, if you're clicked in, twisting your heels out and away, finding a bit of space. Starting here with a quadricep stretch, right heel towards right glute, right knee back in space, lengthen. Inhale. And exhale, we'll swing around for a figure 4. You can take it into your little kindergarten imaginary chair behind you. Or if you prefer to stay standing upright, right shin and calf, rest up on your seat post here. Think more of a standing half pigeon. Either way, sending your breath down into your right hip, really opening on up. Inhale. And exhale, right foot grounds, left heel towards left glute, left knee back in space. Really pulling your knee back, but staying long and tall. Avoiding tendency to arch in your low back, but engaging your core and tucking your hips. Deep inhale. And exhale, figure 4 left side. Finding that same amount of depth. Really using each exhale to lengthen on down. And on your exhale, go ahead, ground your left foot. You can take a nice wide stance here. Prepare practice with 3 final breaths. So find your comfortable grounding stance. Option to close your eyes as you exhale out all your air to prepare. First inhale, arms come out and up overhead. Lengthen up nice and tall towards the ceiling. Soak it on. And exhale forward, full hinging at your hips, letting upper body just fall heavy, nice and slow. Inhale, lift up halfway, find a flat back as palms press into your shins or thighs, peering over the edge of a cliff here. And exhale forward, full, maybe deepen the bend in your knees this time, swaying out your head, yes and no. Last inhale, slow shift, rounding up 1 vertebrae at a time. Arms come out and up overhead at the top. And exhale, hands through heart center. Thanks for joining today. Hope that you got a nice, good workout here, feeling a little bit stronger, and have a wonderful rest of your day.